Alas na lang po, sabi ni po Senador De La Rosa, ginabayan siya ng Holy Spirit. Kanina po, nasa misa kayo, dinasalang kayo. Humingi po ba kayo ng gabay sa Holy Spirit din?
Ang unang-una, lahat naman po tayo, yun po ang gusto natin, gabayan tayo ng Holy Spirit. Pero ang pinakatamang gabay po dito sa impeachment proceeding ay ang ating saligang batas.
Okay, let us now recognize Earl Tobias from IBC 13.
Po natin umusad itong impeachment complaint dahil at the end of the day, ito naman po ay ginagawa po natin dahil interesado rin po ang taong bayan na malaman tungkol po dito. So, sa akin pong paniniwala, ito naman po ay mariresolba ng maayos. At ito po ay gagawin po natin hanggat, sabi nga po kanina, kung gaano kahaba ang aming pasensya, hahabaan pa po namin para ma-resolve lamang itong kinakaharap nating impeachment.
Sa palagay niyo po ba na mayroong pagmamalabis ang impeachment court nang ibinalik sa inyo kahit na sinasabi nga ninyo na wala sa konstitusyon yung hakbang nila?
Kaya nga po magsasubmit po kami ng clarificatory questions para malinawan po kami kung ano po talaga yung kanilang mga ninanais.
Sa reaction lang po, sabi po ni Senador De La Rosa na tantamount to dismissal na raw po yung impeachment case nang ibinalik sa inyo.
Unang-una po, ang trabaho po ng Senado bilang impeachment court ay to try at hindi po mag-dismiss. So, inaantay po namin ngayon na gampanan po nila ang kanilang constitutional duty.
Alas na lang po, sabi ni po Senador De La Rosa, ginabayan siya ng Holy Spirit. Kanina po, nasa misa kayo, dinasalang kayo. Humingi po ba kayo ng gabay sa Holy Spirit din?
Ang unang-una, lahat naman po tayo, yun po ang gusto natin, gabayan tayo ng Holy Spirit. Pero ang pinakatamang gabay po dito sa impeachment proceeding ay ang ating saligang batas. Ma-receive namin yung sagot sa clarification.
Kong Chua, you also mentioned kanina nagtataka kayo dun sa ginawa nga desisyon ng Senado at sila pa yung nagmosyon, no? Mismong mga hurado. And you quote, sinabi nyo po, sila na yung parang nag-aabogado mismo kay VP Sara Duterte. How optimistic are you po na there will still be a fair and impartial trial?
Well, yun po ay personal opinion ko. Hindi ko po alam kung ano yung opinion ng aking mga kasama. And in fact, nung aking rin pong personal na opinion, ito pong ginawa na pagbalik sa amin ng articles of impeachment ay sa aking paniniwala ay unconstitutional. Dahil wala naman po ito wala naman po ito sa kanilang kapangyarihan at ito po ay inaasahan natin na kung meron man mga motion na gagawin, ang gagawa po nito ay yung sa defense. Kaya yun po ay aking personal na opinion.
Anyone? Okay na po, thank you.
Thank you, Marian. Isa Ubentanyo Umali from GMA-DCWB. You're recognized. Isa. Lumabas. Report. Big Sumintak from Net25.
Magandang hapon po. May we know now kung ano na ang status ng article of impeachment in your point of view na kagabi po ay dinicide nga po ng impeachment court na mayroong mga nakita silang mga procedural lapses and constitutional question doon sa 7 article of impeachment kasi pinoint out din nung mga nagsulong ng motion, particularly Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, yung first, second, and third impeachment.
Sa tingin po namin, yung nangyari kagabi ay parang produkto ng compromise nila sa Senado. Paano silang matapos matapos yung usapin. Pero sa kabuuan, ay tuloy ang impeachment, ang proceedings, ang trial. Kasi pinasagot na po yung ating Vice Presidente at binigyan siya ng 10 days to answer. Ibig sabihin, buhay na buhay dahil pag sumagot ng ating Vice Presidente ay matutuloy na. Bagamat, nandun na tayo sa period na patapos na ang 19th Congress at magsisimula na yung 20th Congress. Sa amin naman, may gusto silang hinging certification. Palagay ko po, gusto lang nilang makasiguro. Pero makikita po natin kung masatisfy kami sa hinihingi nila, wala namang problema nga yun. Parang certification requirement lang. At any rate, it is presumed that our duty has been, there's the presumption of regularity in the performance of official functions. Lahat ng nasa gobyerno, yan po ang presumption. At maliwanag ito na 215 na nag-endorse sa impeachment complaint. So, ang take namin, tuloy po ito.
Sir, in your point of view as prosecutors, particularly Congressman o Woman Luis Trumam, na nag-acquire na ng jurisdiction yung impeachment court dahil pinadala na ng summon ang respondent. Pero hindi kaya yung summon na yon pending the action of the Senate last night na kine-question nila yung regularity ng article of impeachment, hindi kaya yun magamit ng depensa para questionin nila na anong sasagutin nila doon sa summons? Well, in fact, the article of impeachment was remand to the House of Representatives.
Under the rules, and even in ordinary courts, not just the impeachment court, yung service ng summons, that triggers acquisition of jurisdiction. And that is why I said earlier, we welcome this development. Bagaman naguguluhan po kami dun sa order kagabi, we are happy and thankful to the impeachment court because finally, the summons has been served already to the Vice President. And as I have stated, this only shows tuloy na tuloy ang impeachment trial. I wish to believe na yung hinihinging certification ng impeachment court is only a clarification or perhaps affirmation ng naging compliance ng Senate when we filed the impeachment complaint. But I wish to humbly invite the attention of the people to the ruling of then Presiding Officer Juan Ponce Enrile. That was during the time of the impeachment trial of Chief Justice Corona. Ang sabi po niya doon sa resolution, when there is compliance in the two basic requirements, that is the signature by at least 1/3 of all members of the House, and there is the verification, the filing of the impeachment complaint already enjoys presumption of legality. And that cannot be questioned anymore unless there is strong controverting evidence. Napakaliwanag po niyan. And I believe that this is still a very good law which should guide our impeachment court. No? Gusto ko lang pong balikan yung inyong question kanina. Anong status ng articles of impeachment considering that there are efforts to return? I humbly believe that the case is very much active. active and alive. Why? No less than the order of the Senate last night stated that the case is not dismissed, not terminated. Ibig sabihin, buhay na buhay ang kaso, pending sa impeachment court, reason also kung bakit kami man po ay nagtataka kung bakit ibabalik ang articles of impeachment dito sa House of Representatives.
One last point from my end. Ma'am, since we know na co-equal body ang Senate at saka House of Representatives, the House of Representatives will initiate the impeachment. The Senate will be the trial court. Since na kine-question nila yung legality or the constitutionality of the impeachment complaint or article of impeachment, hindi ba ito isang insulto sa co-equal body?
Yun, isa rin po yun sa aming pinagtataka dahil normally po, ang magtatanong po niyan o magko-question niyan, yung mga abogado ng respondent. Kaya nga po kami po naniniwala na ito po ay hindi sakop sa trabaho ng impeachment court dahil yung pagko-question po ng mga legality ay dapat po ay sinasagot o tinutugon po ng korte at hindi po ng impeachment court.
Can I add to that? Bagamat kami po ay co-equal,
Congress, Senate na po yung makapagbigay ng clarification sa House po on their motion kagabi.
Can we address the question to the good-looking prosecutor, Rog Gutierrez?
Sorry, just to be clear, can we have a repeat of the question? Just to be very clear.
Kailan and paano po magsisik ng clarification yung House prosecution regarding the move by the Senate yesterday? Kasi as the past few months have shown us, hindi po ayaw mag-convene ng Senate as an impeachment court kapag walang session. And so we can expect that until June 30. So is it possible na sa 20th Congress Senate pa po magkaroon ng clarification sa mga tinatanong ng House?
To be frank lang po, I don't think it would be a fair statement to say we cannot preempt the impeachment court. We cannot substitute their decision. We cannot say for sure that they will not convene po, no? So what is very clear for us here in the prosecution panel is that we will be seeking clarification, and it will be addressed not to the Senate but to the impeachment court. Now, the question of whether or not they will convene, I think that only they can answer po, no?
And ma'am, tama po ba yung pagkakaintindi ko? You are preparing a motion to be read at the plenary later po?
Motion seeking for clarification.
And then my second question po, it seems that you and other legal experts agree po na the Senate does not have constitutional power to remand po. So, in your opinion, does the House have the power to reject the remand? Is that a possible pathway for you?
Rog, would you like to continue? Marami kang fans dito.
Of course, I don't know if we can speak for everyone po, no? But from our understanding and as per we have discussed earlier, I think it's very clear. Originally, although they are co-equal as members of the House and as members, senators, very different po in dynamics when we are now talking of the impeachment court and the prosecution panel. All that we can say for sure is that we believe that we have followed the Constitution. We are confident in that the proper processes were obeyed. So if there is that remanding, whether or not that would be within their powers, that would be something not for us to decide. Now, when it comes to the rejection, it's, for lack of a better term, we would probably, like we mentioned, we would defer po, no? Just to be clear, so we are deferring for pending clarification. Now, once the response has been received, then again we will decide po, no, if it is clear enough that it is something that we can actually comply with po, no. I hope that would clarify it.
Yun na po. Thanks, Kuya Ray.
Thank you, Krisha. Mela Lismoras from PTV4.
Hi, good afternoon po, Prosex. Sulitin ko na lang po yung pagkakataon since I think this is the first time na medyo marami po tayong humarap dito nga sa isang press conference. For the record, ano-ano po yung articles na assigned sa inyo? Pwede po bang sumagot one by one? And gaano, nasa na po yung preparation natin ngayon? Dahil, gaano kahalaga na marinig po ito ng ating mga kababayan? Kasi up until now, ang dami na nating naging process dito nga sa impeachment proceedings, pero may mga nagsasabi pa rin na it's all about politics, may mga ganong criticisms. Can you just share ano pong articles and ano na po yung update sa preparation nyo at gaano ito kahalaga na marinig ng taong bayan sa pamamagitan ng impeachment trial?
Una po, gusto kong balikan kanina yung tanong, yung tungkol sa can we reject it? Di ba? Ngayon, na-return nila sa amin, na-reject. Baka magbula-bula po ito, wala nang patutunguhan. Yun po ang ayaw nating mangyari. Ang importante po dito, ang interest ng taong bayan at saka yung duties and obligations natin. Kung kailangan may mag-bend siguro dito, kami ang prosecutors, sila ang judges, kailangan kung compliable, kung pwede namin gawin na hindi makukompromise yung aming strategy, ay siguro baka kailangan namin gawin. Pangalawa, yung tanong po ni Ma'am tungkol sa articles, sa preparation po namin. Ngayong araw nga po, nakahanda na po kaming mag-present, pero pinigilan lang po namin. Pero ayaw po namin muna magsalita para hindi naman namin ma-telegraph kung anong gagawin namin. Pero nandun nakalabas na po yung articles of impeachment.
Sir, ilang percentage na lang po? So, with that po, you're saying 100% na nga kayo sanang prepare. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Thank you, Mela. Jongman Lapas from